Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Natasha and welcome back to Beyond the Cookbook. Today we have a great dish. It can be used as a side dish or a main dish with a salad for dinner or lunch or anytime. It's shrimp with rice and chorizo. So it's very easy to make. It takes a little bit of time, but I'm sure you're going to love it. So why don't you come along with me and we'll do it together. So as I said before, we're going to make shrimp with rice and chorizo, and the ingredients are here. You might have to make a little trip to the grocery store, but you might have some of this at home if you're a Portuguese house, so we'll go through the ingredients. So you're going to need shrimp. There's about 1.5 pounds of shrimp here. You're also going to need some frozen peas, garlic, some spices. So we have here smoked paprika, ground anise, cayenne, and garlic powder. Some pepper paste. This is the sweet kind, not the spicy. The cayenne pepper will be spicy enough. Some rice. We have a Boreo rice. You can use any rice that you like. This is what I had on hand, so that's what we're going to use. An onion, a link of chorizo or Portuguese sausage, and then some pieces of pancetta, okay? And of course, salt and pepper and white wine. Last but not least, 2 fresh bay leaves. If all you have is dry, that's fine. I have a tree, so I just like to use the fresh. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to marinate the shrimp. We're not going to add a whole lot of seasonings to this other than what you see here. Most of the flavor is going to come from the shrimp. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of this together and mix it up. We're going to add some salt and pepper and some olive oil. So as we prep the rest of our ingredients and as we start cooking, this is just going to marinate. So mix it all together. So there it is, all mixed together. We're just going to set it aside. Right here. Now we're going to turn on the stove and we're going to get our pancetta ready. So most of the oil that we're going to use is going to be from the pancetta. So this is like 3 or 4 pieces. I had it cut at the deli at one of our grocery stores. You can sometimes find it already pre-chopped or pre-diced. I couldn't find any, so I got this. Even if we need to add more oil, we're going to add some olive oil. So it's just a simple dice. This is going to give it a nice flavor. Remember, the difference between bacon and pancetta is that bacon is smoked, pancetta is cured. But if all you have is bacon, if that's all you can get, then that'll work. Make do with what you have. So the pan's almost hot. It's at a high heat or medium high heat just to get it going. So I'm going to put that in there. Grab everything. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our chorizo prepped. So this is what chorizo looks like. It's made from pork meat and a bunch of spices. It is smoked for a few days, a couple days, a day, depending on how you like it. You can buy it in a Portuguese store like this, or you can buy it in a regular grocery store packaged. It still looks like this. Might not be as big, but it still looks like this. Just going to dice it. Make it as big or as small dices as you want. And just stir it around. What we really want is for the fat to render out. We're gonna get a little bit of color on it. Okay, so here's our pancetta. As you can see, it's starting to get crispy. So I am gonna add a little bit of olive oil, not too much, maybe about a tablespoon. Then I'm gonna add our onions. So this is one medium onion, diced or chopped. We're gonna add garlic. So these are three. So it's 3 cloves of garlic, and I use that terrific invention called the garlic press. We're going to add the shrimp, and then once it's halfway done, we're going to remove it. We don't want the shrimp to be overcooked, but we do want all of this flavor. So when you start seeing the shrimp curled up like that, then it's probably ready to take out. Because you don't, like I said, you don't want it overcooked because we're going to add it back in while we're cooking the rice. So it's not fully cooked, which is fine. And as you can see, there's still a little bit of all of those goodness ingredients here. So that's enough to just keep an eye on it so that it doesn't burn, okay? I'm gonna add the rice. This is arborio rice. You can use any long grain rice that you like, or short grain, whatever. This is what I had at home, so that's what I'm using. I'm going to add the pepper paste. If you notice, I haven't added any salt. You can salt at the end. The pancetta has salt, the chorizo has salt, and the pepper paste has salt. So the only salt that we added so far was for the shrimp. So we have the chorizo in here, we have the rice, and we have the pepper paste, and I'm going to add the wine. And just scrape the bottom off. That's all good stuff. Let's add our 2 bay leaves in here. So the idea is for the alcohol to evaporate, and then we're going to add the rest of our liquid. And once the rice is almost done, almost cooked, we're going to add back our shrimp. So we're going to start by adding just a cup. Is that a cup? Oh, that's a half a cup. Okay, we're just going to add a little bit at a time. Some people who know me will know that I'm not very good at making rice. So I'm very cautious about how much liquid to add. I'm going to add a little bit more, all of it, all of the chicken stock, the rest of it. So I added the rest of the chicken stock, so that's a cup and a half to 1 cup of rice. Like I said before, rice is not my strongest thing, so we'll see how it goes. So we're ready to add the shrimp. Just add it all in. It'll finish cooking. Put in all of those little bits. Stir it up. Mix it all up together. So we're nestling everything in nicely. Last thing we're going to add is the frozen peas. Again, give it a good mix. And then we just let the shrimp finish cooking, the rice finish cooking, and then we're done. Warm the peas through. Just check it once in a while to see how it's going. There you are, folks. A delicious looking dish. Rice with shrimp and chorizo. Now, I should mention that the rice should be cooked through. I know we're using arborio rice, and you can use it for risotto, and that's not always the case as far as cooking it through. With risotto, you want it a little bit al dente, but with this, you want it cooked through. So let's have a taste. We can do the shrimp.
Okay.
It's so good. So we didn't add any more salt, but you can definitely taste the saltiness from the pancetta. It's a little bit spicy because of the cayenne pepper, but it's okay. I can handle it. If I can handle it, you guys can. And if you want to add more spice, go right ahead. It is totally up to you. You make it your own. So thank you very much for watching our video. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you make this recipe and let me know what you think. Please subscribe, share, and like, and see you next time.